Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the Rose Code podcast, where we gather to journey through the sacred cycles of life, turning pain into power and wounds into wisdom. I'm Katie, your spiritual guide and mentor, here to support you on your healing and wellness path. Together, we'll explore deep, transformative practices that awaken the divine feminine, helping you reclaim your power and thrive. Every month, we come together for our live moon ritual, celebrating the new and full moon with sacred ceremonies. Be sure to check the details below to join next month's ritual and immerse yourself in yoga, meditation, divine feminine activations, and our vibrant community calls. Let's dive in and transform together.
Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to the first podcast of 2025. And we've had some really beautiful, cold, snowy weather, which has really allowed us to slow down and to stay inside and to basically do very little. And that's all about what wintering is and this time of year. But society, as always, is telling us to speed up, to do everything humanly or unhumanly possible, and to really have it that we are all set up and ready to go for the year ahead, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever and can really overwhelm us and do a disservice to our system and to the cyclical living of nature. So, this podcast today really is an invitation to slow down and to expand into this void that is the winter time and all of the possibilities of this new year, and to really just daydream. Because when we are in full throttle and doing and planning and organizing, it doesn't leave much room for daydreaming and for going beyond the mind. So if that sounds like something you'd like to do, grab yourself your favorite cup of tea or cacao, a journal, light your candle, and let's dive right in. So for today's uplifting and transformative episode, and I would just like to say this will be my 43rd episode since starting my podcast. So for somebody that is an introvert and likes to be in my own cave a lot of the time, I think that's a pretty good achievement. And it also shows that in order to expand and grow, we constantly have to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone. So for me, definitely sharing in this way is outside of my comfort zone, but I make myself do it because I know that there is at least one person who this will benefit. So to overcome imposter syndrome and self-doubt and all of those things that all of us experience, don't make it about you. Make it about somebody else. That even if this helps and inspires one person, then it was all worthwhile. So, as we step into the new year, 2025, we are presented with a sacred opportunity to realign with our highest potential. And who doesn't want to reach their highest potential or become the most evolved version of ourselves? Because every year we are striving to be better than we were last year. So this moment isn't just about setting goals, but about tuning into the divine frequency of your soul's desire and creating your reality with the universe, because the universe is always conspiring in your favor. And without it, it's very hard to navigate this life by yourself. So why not call upon the universe to support you? So in this episode, I'm going to guide you through some spiritual tools that I personally use and share with my clients and students and in the Rose Code community. Some heartfelt wisdom and personal experiences and inspired practices to manifest your best year yet. So we'll explore how to set intentions that resonate with your spirit and open the door to your highest blessings. So before we go trailblazing forward and running into the new year, it's really important to reflect on 2024 with gratitude and love. And while I was on my Christmas holidays and had so much time to daydream and reflect and tune in, the one thing that kept re-emerging or kept coming up was be grateful. And I was like, I am grateful. And then when I really, tuned in, I was like, oh, I could be writing more gratitude lists. I could give more time to acknowledging what I have rather than acknowledging what I haven't achieved or gotten yet. So when we're in an attitude of gratitude, that is the highest frequency. But they say love is the highest frequency. So gratitude would, in my opinion, just be below that or more or less on par with it. So when we are grateful, we are sending signals to the universe that we are so thankful for what we have, and please can we have more of that? So you are raising your vibration to match that with what you want. So when we reflect, we're looking back and we're like, wow, I have this and I done that and that happened and I met this person and that worked out. And then all of a sudden you're looking back on your life with an overflowing heart. And this is so important because we forget. We forget, and what happens is we turn to, oh, I don't have a partner. Oh, I don't have children. Oh, I'm stuck in this job. Oh, I don't have that new car. So which feels more expansive? Which feels more high vibrational? The gratitude, the reflection. Because when we're focusing on what we don't have, we're sending out a lack frequency. But when we focus on what we do have and how grateful we are for what we have, we're sending out an expansive, loving frequency. So think about that before we plant the seeds for 2025 and really honor your past self and everything and everyone that has contributed to 2024. And this really is a sacred act. And it's so important to look back because it is your past self that has carved the way for your present self and for your future self. So it's important to witness your growth, acknowledge your challenges because resistance makes us grow and makes us stronger, and giving thanks for the lessons. Because things happen in life and things happen for a reason. I believe so anyway. Remember, take everything that I say with a pinch of salt and whatever resonates, amazing. And if it doesn't, let it go over your head. But I'm a strong believer in that when things happen, it puts you on a different course in life that you mightn't have done if things were comfortable, or if you didn't have that heartbreak, or if that person didn't leave your life, or if that job didn't let you go, so everything that seems wrong and devastating and horrible at the time, when we look back, we're like, oh, well, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. So I like to look back at everything as things as lessons and blessings. So I'd like you to take a deep breath. And as you exhale, take a moment to ask yourself, what moments brought me the most joy in 2024? And take another deep breath in and exhale. And ask yourself, how did I grow spiritually, emotionally, and mentally? And the last question, ask yourself, take a deep breath in and exhale. What am I ready to release with love? And if you want to pause this podcast and write down your findings or whatever came into your awareness, you can do that. And something that I remember last year sitting under the full moon and journaling about my year, 2024, I realized that I had spent much of the time pushing forward. And, many of us do that because we have this underlying fear that if we don't move forward, that we're going to miss out on something or the opportunity may pass. And with that pushing forward, we miss the beauty of the present moment or whatever is. And what I mean by that, it's like, if this is an extreme example, but say you get a new car and it's more of the thinking about receiving the new car and ordering the new car, making the final payment on the new car. And then you go to pick up the new car and you're in it. And then you're thinking, oh, I wonder what car I'll get next. So you're not even enjoying the fruits of your labor, or you're not even enjoying what has manifested. So when we take a moment to pause and to stop and to really relish in what is, we are allowing ourselves to be fully in the moment and fully in the manifestation. So I know many of you listening to this will probably be well aware of that, but this is a reminder that reflection helped me to shift into a space of gratitude and flow, which opens me to deeper alignment. So one time that comes to mind that I was really like, oh my God, I just want to be in this moment is when we were in the Bahamas running a retreat with my dear sister, Michelle. And I was like, just soak up this moment. Like I was literally talking to myself every 5 minutes to be like, you're in the Bahamas. This retreat is happening. This is what you've always dreamed of. Like, soak it up. Don't think about anything else outside of this moment. And it was challenging because you're already prepping for the next retreat or getting back to that client or open the emails or on social media scrolling. It's like, be here now, be in this moment because this will not last forever and it will soon be a memory. So I was like pinching myself, I was reminding myself, I was looking around, I was taking it all in. I was like really allowing myself to be penetrated by that experience and that present moment. And it's like, why do we allow life to go by so quickly without allowing ourselves to be fully in the experience and fully in the moment rather than skipping forward to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And that's why so many of us are so dissatisfied and unfulfilled in life because we're not allowing the moment to fill us and to penetrate us and to fully become that moment. And that's all of what embodiment is, and being present in the moment, because the body is always in the moment. And that's why I love Kundalini yoga, breath work, yoga, journaling. Like, it really allows you to be in the now, and breath work, of course. So what experience has manifested for you last year that came and went? It could be a marriage, a birth, a relationship, um, buying a new house. We all have different dreams and manifestations that are significant, but it comes and goes. But you can stop time and collapse time by being present, because in the present moment, the past and the future do not exist. So try that the next time and see. But this is why reflection is so, so important, because you can go back and relive that moment. And perhaps something from that moment or that experience will arise. You're like, oh, I didn't get that, or I didn't realize that time. And that's why I love looking back over journals. I'd be like, oh my God, yes, that happened. Or yeah, I remember how I felt at that time. And now, I've moved past that, or now I feel different about that. So yeah, that's what I really, really love about reflection. So looking back and honoring the year that has passed with gratitude and love. So that's the first part of our manifestation, and how to set yourself up for a powerful intentions for this new year. And intentions is like a super buzzword at the moment. And an intention is a sacred declaration. And they're not mere resolutions by any means. They are a declaration of your soul's deepest desires. And they hold an incredible energy of expansion, possibility, and co-creation with the universe. So unlike resolutions, which offer focus on fixing something like weight or your bank balance or your appearance or something like that, intentions honor where you are and invite you to embody the energy of your dreams. So, the bottom line is, how most of us want to be is happy. I'll be happy when I buy that car. I'll be happy when I have a bigger house. I'll be happy when I'm in a relationship. I'll be happy when I have this job. But your intention needs to be that you are happy now, because those things will not bring you happiness. You have to be happiness. And this is all about what manifestation is. You become the feeling and the emotion, and then the thing manifests. It doesn't work the other way around. Believe me, I've tried. And manifestation is very easy and works very quickly when you work on the energetics of the emotion, and then the thing manifests. So that's the secret mathematics of manifestation. So the more intentional you are, the faster your manifestations will come into reality. So being the best version of yourself, being the happiest version of yourself, being, whatever emotions that you want to be, or feelings what you want to be, decide to be them now. And everything that is connected to those feelings will start to magnetize towards you. So I like to use mantras or affirmations because they reprogram the mind. Because the mind, you have 60 to 80,000 thoughts a day, and often they're the same old record that's playing. So when you decide to change the tune or change the record, you change the energy. So close down your eyelids, and I want you to repeat either out loud or silently to yourself. I align with the divine flow of life and trust my highest good unfolds effortlessly. I align with the divine flow of life and trust my highest good unfolds effortlessly. I align with the divine flow of life and trust my highest good unfolds effortlessly. So we're not asking for cars, money, relationships, holidays, but we are putting ourselves on the most highest divine timeline. And when we do that, then things manifest that our mind cannot even comprehend in ways that we thought weren't even possible. So, writing things down is very powerful because your eyes see it, and then your hand and arm is an extension of your heart. And when you write, you're also writing from an etheric place into manifestation. And what I mean by that is your higher self can communicate with you in lots of ways, but the most direct and effortless way to communicate with your higher self, or to allow your higher self to communicate through you, is writing. So write your intentions in the present tense as if they're already part of your reality. And what I mean by that is, instead of "I want to feel more peace," say or write "I embody peace and radiate calm in every moment." So do you see the difference? I want more peace. That means you don't already have peace in your life. Whereas I embody peace and radiate calm, I and whatever comes after that, or I am peace, or I am calm, that is affirming to the universe that you are that. And the more you affirm that, the stronger that energy becomes you, or you become that energy. So when you align your intentions with the energy of gratitude and trust, the universe conspires to support you. And that is a fact. So the third part is creating a vision aligned with spirit, or God, or the universe. You can use whatever word or term that aligns most with you. So I want you to close down your eyelids again. Hopefully you're not asleep by this point, but you can always go back and listen to the recording anyway. So eyelids are closed, and again, take a deep breath in and exhale. And I want you to imagine it's already December 2025. And you have had the most extraordinary and powerful year of your whole entire life. What do you see? How does this feel? And allow this vision and feeling and energy to fill your heart with joy and excitement. Let's go a little bit deeper now into this visualization, this energy, and see yourself living your highest potential. Notice all of the little details, the smells, the sounds, the surroundings, your relationship, your daily rhythm and routine. And let gratitude pour into your heart. as if all of this has already happened. You can slowly and gently come back to your breath and just stay connected to that energy in your heart, turning up the corners of your mouth. And whenever you're ready, you can gently open up your eyelids once again. So the last personal experience that I want to share about manifestation is how our minds and our programming can prevent us from bringing forth our dreams, desires, and soul's whispers. So in 2023, so 2 years ago now, I had a vision of bringing Reiki online and teaching it online, um, but with a more divine feminine twist. So I had this vision of the rose healing method. And I was like, oh, who's going to want to learn Reiki online? And, yes, of course, distant Reiki is so powerful, but like, who's going to want to do it? And, who's going to want to, do it my way or in this divine feminine way that I really feel strongly aligned with teaching. So thankfully, I had incredible mentor at the time, my dear friend Corona, and she was like, just do it, just create the program and then put it out there. And now I have a level 1 and level 2 of the Rose Healing Method. And all of the feedback was, I'm so glad that this is online, that I can do it at my own pace. I'm learning so much more than I did in the in-person one because, it's stretched out over 3 months rather than 2 days, and I have all the recordings. So all of this positive feedback was coming in, and I was like, wow, 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 wow. So imagine if I allowed the negativity of my mind, the programming, to keep that as a dream or keep that in thought form rather than manifestation or physical form. So we have to take action on our dreams and desires. And it doesn't have to be difficult, but it can be challenging because who goes to the gym for the very first time and is able to use all of the machines? Nobody. But if you consistently go to the gym, you build up the strength, you learn how to work the machines, you begin to see the changes in your body, and then you become, super confident in the gym. And it's the same with our dreams and desires. First, we're like Bambi trying to walk and trying to like, oh, how do I figure this out and what do I do? But then when we start diving into it, we find a way, we become confident, we become skilled, we reach out for help. So unless you're prepared to get a little bit uncomfortable, you won't expand into the unknown, or you won't expand into the bigger things that are there for you. And when you do one thing, you're like, oh, well, if I can do that, maybe I can do the next dream and the next dream. And you're quicker to act on these downloads or these desires or dreams and be like, well, if I did that, I can surely do this. So they're all leading to bigger and better things. So, as the saying goes, don't die with the music still inside of you. And it's so true. It's like anyone that's on their last breath, their biggest regret is the things that they didn't do or didn't try or didn't travel or didn't say. So, I know that can sound morbid sometimes, but we're only here for a short time. So make it a good time. The next segment then is manifestation tips rooted in spiritual alignment. So, like I said, manifestation is about embodying the energy of your desires and co creating with the universe because you cannot do it alone, believe me. So, here are my favorite practices: affirmations with feeling. Like I said, choose affirmations that resonate deeply with your soul and speak them with confidence and gratitude every single day. Daily gratitude ritual. So each evening or morning, whatever suits you best, light a candle and write down 3 blessings for your day or from the previous day, because gratitude amplifies your energy and draws in more abundance and raises your vibration. And the third one then is act as though your life intentions and dreams are already real. So if you seek abundance, celebrate the abundance already present in your life, no matter how small or big that is. And the last thing I want to leave you with then is trusting divine timing. Oh, I wish somebody would have drilled this into me years ago. It's so important to remember that manifestation unfolds in divine timing. Sometimes delays are not denials, they're divine redirections. And trust that the universe has your back, even when things don't go as planned. And keep your energy aligned. Take inspired action and stay open to miracles. The energy that you hold in you is your most powerful tool. And when you stay rooted in love, faith, and gratitude, you naturally and effortlessly align with the highest outcomes. So trust the process and let go of the how, and the universe will work in mysterious and miraculous ways. So, like I always say, embrace the childlike wonder, and you won't fall too far off the path ever. So, thank you so much for sharing this sacred space with me today. It's been such a joy to share this with you. So, I hope it has inspired and uplifted you in some way, shape, or form. And as we step into 2025, know that you are a powerful co creator of your reality. And align your heart with your soul's desire. Take inspired actions and trust in the divine flow. And I cannot wait to hear about the magic that you create this year. And if this episode inspired you, please share it with someone you love, and let's spread this wisdom and knowledge to as many people as possible. And if you would like more accountability and sisterhood and sacredness, I extend the invitation to you to join us in the Rose Code community for our monthly membership, where we share moon rituals and ceremonies, yoga and meditation, and so much more. So I'll leave the links to that below. But I'm sending you so much love and blessings, and I look forward to our next podcast very, very soon. Namaste.
Thank you for listening. If you're looking for more, don't forget to check out the Rose Code community in the description below.